Hi guys, in today's video I will show you templates that I've created for Google Ads agencies, and this template we use for all our clients. So basically you will have all Google Tag Manager tags for Google Ads and Facebook ads. So you just import your template. So here you go admin, then import container. You can click link in the description and you will get this GTM template that you can import here. Import this container here. And also, if you want to check out our Google Drive system, here you have step-by-step instructions for each of these tags. And let's go through this text. And by the way, if you want our agency to configure conversions for your clients on regular basis, you can contact us and we will talk individually about our prices. So feel free to contact us and I think we will have a good partnership. So let's go through this text. So first of all, you will have Google tag. Here it's a main tag that connects your website with Google tag. And also in this template, here you will have this variable. So you have to insert value from your Google Tag ID and you go to these variables. Here you will have Google Tag ID and you insert your Google Tag ID here. Here you will have J4 e-commerce event tags. You will send these events to Google Analytics. And here you will have also this Google Tag ID measurement ID variable, and you will send this event, send e-commerce data from data layer, and trigger will be all e-commerce events. And you will send this data to Google Analytics. Then we will have a J4 event 10-second time trigger. I like to use this trigger to create audiences inside of J4 and also to observe quality traffic from Google Ads. So for example, if I have 3 keywords but not enough conversion data, I can look at this event in Google Ads and define keywords with the highest quality. Then we have form submission. Here we will have special trigger for form submission, and I have here event name form submit, but in some cases you want to create custom CSS trigger. For example, if you don't have thank you page but you have pop-up window, thank you for form submission, we will configure this tag for this CSS selector where you will have this pop-up window. So it's very individual case, but most of all, if you have WordPress, you will have this event, but we will have to debug every page to avoid times when users don't fill out form, clicked form submit, form wasn't submitted, but this trigger is fired. So we want to avoid this and we will find individual cases and sometimes CSS selector, but for most of cases, try form submit and it will work okay. But as I said, we will have to debug. Then we have add to cart if it's e-commerce business. So here we will have this event. Also, we are sending parameters like click text, value, e-commerce value, and event items. Here we have also these variables in variable step here. So here you have e-commerce values. So we want to go in data layer on your website and we want to extract this value. And as I said, we can help you to configure these tags. Just contact us. And then where we go, we have this very great event J4 copy email. When somebody copies emails on your website, this trigger will fire. If we go on our website and find, for example, email, and we want to track when somebody, for example, copies this email, copy, and then can go to Gmail and manually type in message and send it to our email. Because sometimes I see that agencies configure this trigger like click, but I never used like this click and then I have pop up on my default message app on MacBook. So I always use this copy, and most of agencies don't track this conversion, but I think it's a conversion action, so you have to track it. And same for phone numbers. And here you can see that we have this copy text listener event. And as I said, we have this in our template. So here we listen for copy text. And then in this tag here, we have custom event and clipboard text. So text that we set in our clipboard should match this. And here you can see that. So again, then we have begin checkout for e-commerce store. And here we have event from our website. So here we have begin checkout. What we have also, we have thank you page visit, and trigger is purchase. Then phone clicks, and same thing for phone clicks. If you have phone number on your web page, we should configure this trigger also for phone copy, not only phone click, but also phone copy. It's the same thing as we did with email. So here we have this copy text listener, and we want just create clipboard text matches. And for example, if you have phone number starting with, I don't know, 42, you want to paste here full phone number or just first two numbers of your country, for example, if you have several phone numbers on your web page. Discard changes. Okay, so what we gonna look next? So also then we want to configure Google Ads tracking. Here we have conversion linker, and very important thing, if you have consent mode for European Union, you want to go here and click cookie consent update, because we want our first text to be with only when user agreed with our policy, which we have in our consent mode here. So we want to here change your trigger on consent mode update, and same thing for Facebook ads all pages. We want to trigger only for consent update, and same thing for Google text. Here also you want to change, if you use consent mode, you want to also change it for consent mode. But for other text like purchase, you want to use just usual text, because we updated our consent mode here on this first text like all pages or Google Ads text. So why I use 2 times this thank you page trigger, for example, here for Google Ads and for Google Analytics because Google Ads events don't have delay in conversions. So if conversion is happened, we want to wait about 10-20 minutes to appear in Google Ads. But if you have only Google Analytics for event, you want to wait about 24 hours to see this data from Google Analytics in your Google Ads account. So I prefer for my main events like thank you page or form submission to have separate Google Ads text. And here you want to paste your conversion ID and conversion label from Google Ads, and also paste here conversion value and transaction ID. And in this template, I already have variables, and you will have here Google conversion ID. And here you want to paste your value from Google Ads account, and you will have these values on every tag here. So you don't have to manually paste it. And conversion label is individual for every tag. So you have to be aware of it, and you can find this conversion label on your Google Ads account. And let's go next. So here you will have enhanced conversions offline standalone tag. This is only if you have lead generation and you want to import back offline conversions. So here you want to have this separate tag. So Google Ads user provided data events, it's very advanced, but if you're using offline conversions, you want to have this separate text. Okay, so Google Ads dynamic remarketing tag. So here you will send e-commerce value, e-commerce items, and event when one of these events are happening, and we send in this data to Google Ads, and then we can create dynamic remarketing on Google Display Network. Form submission conversion text, same as here in Google Analytics, but only for Google Ads to not have a delay. Facebook all pages, as I said, you want to change this to consent mode update here if you have consent mode. So you can click plus, and here you will choose this one, and you will have here custom event cookie consent update. and delete this one. But in my case, I don't want to use consent for now. But for you, if you are from European Union, you should use it. Okay, so here for Facebook ads, here we also want to have Facebook pixel ID, and you want to paste your pixel ID in variables, same that we did for Google Ads ID. And here we send in data from our page like email and phone, currency value, and event ID also I like to send, so to prevent double tracking. And trigger is same as for Google Analytics and same as for Google Ads. Let's go next. So here we have our Google consent mode. I use cookie bot CMP here, so you will have here your ID, and trigger will be consent initialization all pages. And from this tag you will have that consent mode update triggers that you want to paste on all pages, and this Google tags, and this one. And Microsoft Clarity, as I know, also requires consent update, so you want to change it also here on cookie consent update. Also here I have send data to hidden fields. It's also very important but very advanced topic for offline conversion tracking for lead generation. So here I use this persist campaign data on all pages, and then I want to paste from our URL our Google Click ID into this hidden field, and then I have this gclead Google Click ID into my I import this Google Click ID in my CRM, and when I have qualified lead, I want to import back that Google Click ID that I extracted from URL here, and I want to import it back to Google Ads, and I have a separate big video on our YouTube channel, so feel free to check it out. And as I said, we can configure it for your business and for your agencies, so feel free to contact us. And this is Talk to live chat. So here, if you want to use live chat on your page, you will have here also this text. So only thing that you have to do is create Talk to. It's free live chat, and you want to paste here this code and trigger on all pages. And this copy text listener is for our copy email or copy phone number event. So I already told you about that event here in copy email. So event name text copied, and this trigger fires on when clipboard text matches our email. And that's basically it. Also, we can configure server-side tracking, but in this video I will show you only this basic text. And as I said, if you want to hire us, we can on regular basis help your agency to set up these conversions. And we are very flexible in prices, so feel free to contact us. And also, if you want to set up this conversion by yourself, you can check out our 55 digital agency world. So here you will have Google Ads optimization tips, Facebook ads, email marketing, SEO, and folders for clients to organize your work. And if you want to get this Conteria template, check the link in the description, and bye.